hip hop. Hip hop now is a very serious music genre. It's not fighting for space in the world anymore. It's probably the top grossing music genre out there, you know. So because of that, now you can't look at every artist as an MC. A lot of them you have to look at as artists. And as you know, some of your favorite artists, Marvin Gaye, Luther Vandross, Gladys Knight, had writers. You know what I'm saying? People that wrote music for them. You know, so that's normal in when you're an artist. So in hip hop, it's the type of thing where, you know, you're gonna have artists that do different things than what we did. You know, because when I came out, I come from where you going from neighborhood to neighborhood, battling other rappers to see who's the best. You know, that was the thing we did. So lyrics were very, very important in my era. In this music era, you have a younger generation that never heard of the Cold Crush Brothers, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, the Treacherous Three. So that's something that they don't really understand and or you know really even respect. They're looking at it the same way as like a Chris Brown or Rihanna. You know, they look at it, you know, rappers as just artists. So you know their view is a lot different than how ours was back in the days. And you know that's just something that comes with time and change. You know. I would love to hear young artists that are lyrical. That's why I do listen to Kendrick, Logic, J. Cole, Rhapsody, because I love, you know, to hear young cats that are lyrical. But you know, there's a generation that do something different, and you know, I mean, that's their thing. You know, I mean, kids like it. You know, I mean, I'm almost 50 years old, so. You know, it's something that's for the youth. You know, kids like it. You know, that's cool. You know, I mean, I would hope that you know. A lot of it don't always have to be about, you know, popping pills and stuff like that. You know, I mean, you want to mumble, you know, but I mean, you know, I would love to see it, you know, positive mumble.
Absolutely. I appreciate
News 50, Tribune Media.
Hello and good afternoon. Matt Cady, Local News, DCW 50. Tell me why you're here today in Washington, D.C. performing and why it's important to be here on Emancipation Day, at the Emancipation Day Festival.
Well, the reason why I think that it's important is because, you know, you have to show the younger generation, you know, what, well, I'm not even gonna say freedom, I'm gonna say somewhat freedom means, how important it is to be able to vote, check into any hotel, you know, and you know, a lot of stuff. I mean, just you know, whatever the level of freedom you know that we have today, you know, that the ability to do that, you know, how important it is, and how to keep that alive, you know. And I mean, if you're a fan or respect me or my music, I mean, then I want to be here to represent what, you know, the Emancipation Act, you know, represents for my people. That's why I think it's important. Now, the reason I'm here is because they paid me.
How you doing? Mike here from DCMikeTV.com from Washington, D.C. Nice to meet you, Big Daddy Kane, rap icon. Obviously, today's Emancipation Day concert. You're here for that. Can you explain to the viewers out there, you know, why Emancipation Day is important, and how can, you know, you performing and you other artists out there performing bring us people together?
Okay, I'm gonna let you get the answer to the first part from him, because I just said that.
Pretty much.
But as far as like with us, I mean, I think that, you know, as artists, you know, I mean, everybody's not cut out to be a role model. But if that's a duty that you're willing to take on, then do it right. And it's beautiful when you see other artists willing to step up, you know? Right. Like for example, when Cap took a knee, you know, seeing other players that decided, you know what, I'm riding with you, you know, not turning their back on them. And I mean, there were some that did, but I mean, the ones that stepped up, I mean, that's showing unity, you know what I'm saying, when you want to stand up for something that you believe in,
Right.
you know?
Okay, we have time for 3 more questions, so we're gonna do you, sir, you, and then Jason, okay?
Certainly. Yes, Kane, my name is Dashawn Farad. I am a reporter for YourBlackWorld.net. We are currently, I should say, we are well over past 150 years since we have been emancipated, we as in the black community. And we notice that we are still being brutalized at the hands of white supremacy. And of course, over the past 6 years, we have definitely seen a rise of this, a rise of black people being killed at the hands of law enforcement. What do you recommend the role that hip-hop artists and rappers can play in combating the oppression of black people in America and, of course, across the world?
It's interesting because, when we come together collectively to boycott something, like really truly go against something, and millions are lost in a matter of days, people take something like that seriously, it shows that the power of numbers are real strong when we really unify and stay about it. It's not something that just fizzles out in a couple of days. We stay strong and serious about it. I think that that's something that we need to see more of. But then also the other thing is that I really would like to see more white people stepping up and supporting our cause, because it seemed like anytime something happened to a white, child, as far as police brutality or anything like that, if someone screams or outrage about it, there's answers, there's results. So I'd like to see more white people that would step up and support, our cause as well.
Thank you very much, Kane.
Okay, Jason, and then, sir, Jason.
Hi, Big Daddy Kane. It's an honor to be in your presence, a hip hop legend. I'm speaking on behalf of Jamie Foster Brown's Sister Magazine. My question to you is, I'm gonna lighten it up a little bit. Top 5 dead or alive, hip hop. Who's your top 5 dead or alive?
Well,
I always want to know this.
The other 4 would be.
There you go.
Rakim, KRS.
You said Rakim, right?
Rakim.
Okay. Peace.
KRS. I guess Cool G Rap and Nas.
There we go. Well, some lyrical stuff.
Yeah.
Lyrical.
I mean, just
lyrical.
Yeah, I mean, if we was talking about just artists, I would probably say,
okay.
Tupac, Jay-Z, LL, Eminem, and Run DMC, maybe.
Okay. Respect that. All right.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you.
How you doing, Kane? Daryl Johnson, DCTV. Had the pleasure of meeting you a few years ago when you performed here, Cap Jazz Fest. Definitely we'll have a chance to meet you in a couple more weeks at Baltimore Universal Fan Con. So my question to you is, well, first of all, I was looking for you to be featured in Roxanne Shantae's movie. Didn't see you, don't know how you felt about that. But if you had a movie about your life.
Didn't bother me till just now, but go ahead.
If you had a movie on your life, or if you had one featured, who would you like to portray you?
Man, I can't remember the cat name, but I can't remember the cat name, but my wife showed him to me. He's on a television show now. I forget his name. It's a young cat. He's on one of these new shows now. I forget his name. I can't remember his name.
You remember the show?
But I know that I know he's African though.
Okay.
Yeah, but I can't.
Chadwick?
No, not Chadwick. He's on one of these TV shows. Somebody's on one of these TV shows.
Is he in Luke Cage?
Now I forget the name of the show. It's something that my wife watched.
Okay, well, thank you all very much, and thank you, sir, so much
Okay.
for being here with us.
Thank you, Kane.
Yes.